A bustling marketplace, somewhere in a global city, is alive with chatter. Shoppers haggle over prices, but their frustrations are palpable. Food prices have skyrocketed, rent has become unmanageable, and wages haven't kept up. A young woman named Amira walks past a bakery, staring at bread that now costs 30% more than it did last year. The International Monetary Fund reports global inflation averaging 6.8% in 2023, with some countries like Argentina experiencing staggering triple-digit rates. I used to buy a loaf for $1, Amira mutters. Now it's $3. The shopkeeper, Ali, shakes his head. It's not just you. My costs for flour and electricity have doubled. How can I lower prices? This inflation surge stems from a mix of supply chain disruptions, rising energy costs due to geopolitical tensions, and lingering effects of the pandemic. The scene ends with Amira walking away, empty-handed, reflecting on how she'll stretch her paycheck further this month. In a dimly lit conference room, world leaders debate the ongoing energy crisis. A large screen flashes a graph showing the spike in oil and natural gas prices. Russia's war in Ukraine, one leader notes, disrupted the global energy market, pushing Europe into a scramble for alternative suppliers. The scene cuts to a factory in Germany where lights flicker as the manager, Klaus, announces reduced hours due to energy shortages. We've slashed production by 20% and layoffs may follow, Klaus sighs. The International Energy Agency's recent report reveals a 25% drop in Russian natural gas exports to Europe in 2024. A worker named Maria sits at home, staring at her utility bill, which has doubled since last winter. Her children huddle under blankets to keep warm. How long can we live like this? She whispers. Meanwhile, in Silicon Valley, the tech industry seems almost immune to the global chaos. Mark, a software developer, logs into a meeting about AI-driven automation. Demand for AI systems is booming, his boss announces. The stock market's tech sector sees a surprising rise. Companies like Nvidia report revenue growth of 88% in 2023 thanks to AI chip demand. Cryptocurrencies make a quiet comeback, with Bitcoin stabilizing at $35,000, drawing renewed investor interest. While tech innovation thrives, critics argue it widens the wealth gap. A world away, Amira scrolls through her phone, seeing Mark's social media post about a new electric car he's bought. Some people are thriving, while others are drowning, she thinks. In the final scene, a global summit convenes, featuring economists, activists, and policymakers. Charts show sobering statistics. Global GDP growth slowing to 2.9%, unemployment rates rising, and debt-to-GDP ratios reaching dangerous levels in developing nations. But there's hope. An economist outlines a new era of investment in renewable energy and green infrastructure, spurred by the urgent need to move away from fossil fuels. The World Bank announces a $300 billion initiative to support struggling economies, focusing on food security and sustainable development. The camera pans back to the marketplace where Amira now sells handmade goods, part of a local cooperative that's helping people survive. Ali, the baker, has installed solar panels, cutting costs. As Amira hands over a loaf of bread to a customer, she smiles for the first time in months.